Hey, what up y'all? Mr. Cruz here, your friendly neighborhood producer, back with another video. And in today's video, we got a free plugin that we're reviewing called Warmy EP1A from Kiev Audio. Lego. So this is a tube EQ, and what this thing allows you to do is it kind of allows you to do the Pultec trick, which is kind of a famous trick that I know a lot of producers and a lot of engineers have used. If you don't know what that is it's pretty much you boosting and cutting a signal around the same frequency, and it kind of creates this kind of weird curve. I'm gonna show you right here. So this is kind of what it'll look like, and this is called the Pultec trick because it kind of creates this like resonance and this kind of cut, and this kind of frequency drawing, or this frequency spectrum that you kind of see here, this is what's known as the Pultec trick. So it kind of gives you a little bit of a different sound, and obviously like you're gonna have some resonance there, which can give your sound a little bit more punchiness, if that's kind of what you're looking for. So that is what this plugin, this EQ plugin, is trying to emulate and trying to do. So we're gonna mess around with this and see what we can kind of come up with. So let's go over some of the parameters here. This one is your boosting knob, and this one is your cutting knob as far as the low frequencies go. So this is just for your low band, and you can also kind of select what frequency you want to apply the boosting and the cutting at. So this is really what makes or allows you to create the Pultec trick. Now in this one, I kind of had to do it at two different ones just because the fruity parametric EQ kind of doesn't do it very well, especially if you're like around the same frequency, it'll work. But if you're at the same frequency, that's kind of like where it doesn't necessarily work. But I don't know, it's just kind of like some voodoo magic, Doctor Strange-esque opening a portal into the world of audio engineering that allows you to do this. This knob right here, dead smack in the center, is our bandwidth knob. What this controls is actually the Q of the EQ. If you don't know what the Q is, let me show you. Right now, I kind of have a mid EQ factor. So if I narrow it down, right, this is what would be recognized as kind of a sharp EQ. So now we have a sharp EQ factor. If I were to change it all the way to the broad side, that means it would be very wide. So that's a wide EQ factor. So this is what this knob right here in the middle, that's what that is going to control. How wide or narrow our Q factor is going to be in our EQ. Here is, again, with the high, this is the same thing that the low band frequency does. This is just affecting the high frequencies. And then here you have your high cut frequency as far as like, hey, do I want this to impact all of my high end frequencies, or do I want to kind of cut some of the stuff? Because typically in this beat that we're going to be showing you, it's kind of a lo-fi-esque beat. So I am probably going to cut some of the higher frequencies, probably around 10, 5, or 4. And then of course you have your turning on and off, or bypassing your low end or your high end. So let's go ahead and set this back to default, and you can actually set these knobs to default by double clicking them. And if you shift click, you can actually type in what value you want. So 2.54 or whatever, and then bam, it'll go to 2.54. Also, if you click it and then press control while you're dragging, it'll allow you to do those like finite movements. And let's go ahead and set everything here to default, low default preset. So this is not having any kind of moves whatsoever. And then we're gonna kind of mess around with this and get a little bit of a spicier, no, not spicy. Spicy is the wrong word to use. That's just the Hispanic in me kind of craving some food. We're gonna go for like a little bit more of a drowned out, thrown inside of a washing machine kind of sound. All right, so let's see if we can get that using the Warmy EP1A. Let's go. All right, that sounds all right. I mean, honestly, it's kind of hard for me to use the knobs, even though this is kind of what made me better initially, but I've gotten so used to using the parametric EQ that like using knobs alone just like throws me off. But I'm liking what I'm hearing. It's pretty dope. Let's go ahead and mess around with some of these presets to see if we can find something else that also kind of works with it. And yeah, let's go. Ooh, I kind of like that. except I would add some more boosting to the high end. That one's money too. I like that one there. Honestly, I think this female vocal one was the one that I liked the best. So compared to what I had created, right, in state A is what I created. Probably cut a little bit more. There we go. One of the things that I do kind of find odd about this is how the cut knob is still in positive values, because usually when you're thinking about cutting a frequency, it's going to go to like a negative value, right? You can kind of see that right here. It goes to a negative value, but this one, it does the same thing, except it's in positive values, which is not weird per se. It's just, what am I talking about? Yeah, that's weird. But overall, Warmy EP1A, if you don't have an EQ that does the Pultec trick, or if you're like not comfortable with it or don't really know about it, this is something that you can use for it. It's an okay EQ, but obviously because it has the presets, I do think that is kind of worth it, because here, as far as EQing, we do have some presets, but this one does I feel like it does a little bit more justice, especially since it's emulating a tube EQ and not just like your regular standard like linear EQ. Well, that's what I got for you guys. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description if you want to go snatch this up from Keve Audio completely 100% for free. Outside of that, it's your boy Mr. Cruz out. Before I go, I do want to let you guys know about a free course that I have, How to Sell Your Beat in 7 Days. It's a course that I created showing you all of the gems on how I sell beats consistently. If you put these things to practice, I guarantee you will sell your next beat within 7 days. Go ahead and hit the link in the description, snatch up that course completely for free. It's just my gift to you guys, my viewers, for being so incredibly awesome. Much love. Peace out.